And now, and concerns from its neighbors. A new report revealing the U.S. planning to boost military aid to Israel as Prime Minister Netanyahu is fearing disaster. In an interview scheduled to air at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Rick Perry telling Trish Regan Israel has a right to be concerned. Take a listen.
This is basically sending the message to Iran that we're going to give them international recognition that they can, in fact, have a nuclear weapon in the future. And I think that is so counter to what America's has always been about. It is sending a negative message to our allies.
But fellow presidential candidate and former Virginia Governor Jim Gilmore thinks we need to form a NATO-like alliance with these countries against Iran. Well, Governor, I thought we already had one.
Well, not a good enough one. I think we have to send a decisive message. We're not going to permit Iran to have a nuclear bomb. And we're not doing that now. This is a flim-flam con game that we're playing, and the Iranians continue to build even while they're dissembling.
Another man who's running for president in your party, Lindsey Graham, has said this deal guarantees that Iran will get a nuclear weapon. Do you go that far?
I think that is the danger. Yes, I do go that far. And I think that it's a serious problem that we have to address. They're still going to conduct terrorism. This agreement still doesn't allow the kind of inspections necessary. It opens up small arms now back to this country while they're supplying people all across the Middle East. So that's why, instead of just bemoaning the fact, what I've done here as part of my foreign policy thinking is said that we need to actually form a much more established NATO in the Middle East that would provide collective security going forward. Maybe that can do something to slow down with an arms race that I'm afraid that this flim-flam agreement is going to create.
By the way, do you have any explanation as to why the administration at the last minute let go of the arms embargo?
I think they wanted a deal so bad they were willing to give up something obvious. But you see, it isn't so much the pistols and rifles. It's the message that's being sent to the Saudis, to the Israelis, to the Kuwaitis, to the Egyptians, that the United States is going to permit this kind of infusion of danger into the Middle East. They must respond. Unless the United States can manage this by creating a new collective security alliance with American leadership.
Well, they must respond, and probably they will respond if their safety and future is in jeopardy. Clearly, Israel has already said they would, if, in fact, it is a guarantee that Iran gets a bomb, if this thing goes through, if it passes through Congress. Doesn't that mean it's a guarantee that Israel will strike Iran before they get a bomb?
If I become the president, I'm going to take the position very strongly, very clearly, very publicly, privately, and in every way with them, Iran may not have a nuclear bomb. And they need to rethink the direction that they're going in, to rethink their terrorist activities, to rethink this nuclear program, and enter the concord and harmony of nations. But this agreement does not further that, and that's the danger that we're creating.
By the way, we had Dwayne Claridge on before, Counterterrorism Center of the CIA founder. He suggested that the Saudis already have a bomb, whether it's on their territory or waiting for them in Pakistan, waiting for a delivery from Pakistan. Do you know anything about that?
I certainly do not. But I think that if we see the Saudis with a bomb, the Iranians with a bomb, the Israelis with a bomb, it is very, very dangerous situation, requiring American affirmative diplomacy and action in the community, not pulling back and withdrawing and sending a message of lack of leadership and lack of will. And in that regard, if I were to become the president, I would rebuild America's strength, not to create war, but to create peace. A peace through strength type of approach, and that means that the lid has got to come off of the defense budget. Right now, we continue to send an international message of weakness and uncertainty.
Governor, we have more breaking news from Chattanooga. Thank you very much. Good luck on the campaign trail, Governor Jim Gilmore.